All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. And this is going to be a video on a particular Bible verse, but I want to take the concept in this Bible verse, man, and apply it to the whole nation of Israel. Because it's something that, especially the elect, man, because it's something that I've kind of noticed and I understand it as a concept in the Bible, man, in regards to our nation, man. And that's the reason why we always feel bothered in this world, man. And you might not understand it in this world why certain things happen to us the way that it happened to us. But I'm gonna get into it anyway. Genesis chapter 49 and verse 9. Judah is a lion's whelp from the prey, my son. Thou art gone up. He stooped down. He couched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? Now, every single man of the elect of the nation of Israel, man. Let's just imagine it, like the concept of them being a literal lion, right? Imagine a literal lion being in this earth, walking down the street, right? Walking down the street, going to the shops, going to work, going home, going on the train, driving a car, being around the people in public in general, right? Those people are going to be scared, right? Now, what would make them people less scared is if that lion does not know it's a lion and thinks it's something else that's way weaker because it's been told it's not a lion. You're not a lion. You're a house cat, right? But when it goes, even if a house, let's say that people was to tell a literal lion it's a house cat, right? They're still going to be scared of that lion when it's walking around because that lion is not a house cat, it's a lion. But as that lion starts to more and more believe it's a house cat, right? Or I'm a house cat. People that interact with it are still going to like know it's a lion, but they're going to feel more bold to try and treat the lion like it's a house cat. You know, like how you see those literal lions in the circus and them trained lions that are trained to like do foolishness, you know, and people might play with it like it's a small cat. Because now the lion don't believe it's actually what it is. It's treating itself like it's a little house cat, man. Like a tabby cat, you know, like a normal house cat pet that you like give some tin of cat food, some tin of tuna, and then send it on its way. It goes, it meows and that comes back. The nation of Israel of the elect at one point in time was treating themselves like that. But then the spirit of Yahweh entered back into them, and now they know that they're not a house cat, they're a lion. But yet, while they was believing that they're a house cat, all these different nations set traps, right? Tried to destroy the house cat, and leading up to that, they were setting traps, right? Oh, he's a lion. So, and I'm scared of lions because lions are scary. And if that lion ever remembers that he's a lion, instead of what I've told him it is, a house cat, he could snap and get me. So I'm going to set some traps so that the lion can catch its paw in a trap and I'm weaken the lion in some way. I'm going to try and hunt that lion, right, to try and catch it and get it out of there. But if that lion actually remembers that it's part of a pack, right, then we could be destroyed. So we got to find a way to move smart with these lions. You know, like how Pharaoh said we need to move wisely with these Israelites? That's what these nations did to us. Now, the nations never said that we are a house cat, right? They said that we're black. They said that we're Latino. They said that we're Native American. But they did not want to acknowledge that we're the Israelites. Because if you see an Israelite walking around the earth, and at any point in time that Israelite remembers that they're an Israelite, that's scary for you. Because an Israelite is a powerful thing. And them remembering who they are is the end of you. Right? Them remembering who they are is the end of your nation and everything that you got going on, man. Now, let's get that. Let's get some of that, man. Judas chapter 5 and verse 17. And whilst they sin not before their God, in fact, let's go up a bit. Let's go up a bit, man. Because this guy, this Hamanite, I believe, man, he broke down the whole thing in regards to this nation, man. Judas chapter 5 and verse 6. This people are descended from the Chaldeans, and they sojourned heretofore in Mesopotamia, because they would not follow the gods of their fathers, which were in the land of Chaldea, for they left the way of their ancestors and worshipped the God of heaven, the God whom they knew. So they cast them out from the face of their gods, and they fled into Mesopotamia and sojourned there many days. Then their God commanded them to depart from the face where they sojourned, and to go into the land of Canaan, where they dwelt, and were increased with God and increased with gold and silver, and with very much cattle. But when a famine covered all the land of Canaan, they went down into Egypt and sojourned there, while they were nourished and became a great multitude, so that none could number their nation. Therefore the king of Egypt rose up against them, and dealt subtly with them, and brought them low with laboring in brick, and made them slaves. And that's the same thing that Esau did, man. Whatever Esau saw when they after a long time of not seeing the Israelites during like before the Atlantic slave trade completely took place, where they made a decision to have a contract with those Hamites, whatever they saw at that point in what we was doing scared them to where they thought, now we gotta destroy these people, man, because the way they're moving right now, they might remember that they're Israelites at some point. These people might, like, we can't risk them people remembering that we're the Israelites, because then it's gonna come up to their mind as well that we're the Edomites, and then that's gonna mean that we're fruit. Like, some of you people out there think it's a game. It's not a joke that we're saying that we're the Israelites. We really believe it. It's actually a real thing. And that's the reason why it makes the world so scared when we say it. That's the reason why people become extremely terrified when we say that, because for us to be the Israelites is horrifying for them, man. It's a terrifying thought for them to believe that we're Israelites, because it's true and it makes sense, man. And it's the worst case scenario for everyone in the world, which is the reason why when the Israelites were taken up out of their graves, as it says in Revelation, that the world had fear, because they knew how they treated these people, while they were still thinking, back to my earlier analogy, while the lion was still thinking that it's a house cat. Or according to what I'm actually saying, while the Israelite was still thinking that he's black, or while the Israelite was still thinking that they're Mexican, or while the Israelite was still thinking that they're Native American Chief Tomahawk and all that, Chief Eat Flying Eagle or whatever bullshit they be coming up with, man. When they're none of that, all that Native American bullshit, none of that's real, man. All the Mexican sombrero and bullshit, that ain't got nothing to do with that. I guarantee the tribe of Issachar probably ain't gonna wear no sombreros in the kingdom, man. They ain't gonna be on all sombrero stuff in the kingdom. Their whole musical flow probably change up too, man. They might still do a little salsa, swinging hip thing and all that, but and Eve ain't gonna, Israelite woman of the tribe of Judah ain't gonna just only have the dance move of twerking. Do you women know any other dance move, man? At least Benjamin drop a heel and toe on that, but even they only do twerk and jump off the damn top of a metal shanty house and do a 5-star frog splash, man. Some Marga Benjamite with a lot of spring in his Achilles tendons, man. Jumping off the damn top rope like RVD. Like Edgar Ross, Clark Raro, man. We've really become a low people right now, in this earth. And that's why it's understandable that Jacob's trouble has to happen. Because most Jakes, the men and the women, are adulterers. They'll be handsome enough. Yahweh gave them enough handsomeness or enough beauty for them to for a woman to get a man that she can actually respect and just stay with him. And a man will be given enough handsomeness to be able to just get a woman that's single. But they'll want to try and be adulterers, though. They'll want to commit adultery. And like the look that their man has in his eyes when he catches them sleeping with his wife. That's how Jakes became down here, man. It's disgusting. What's even going to be more disgusting is the look that Esau's going to have in his face when the lion, back to my earlier analogy, remembers that they're a lion, right? Whatever's going to stir up that old, let me go back to it, man. As an old lion, who shall rouse him up, man? Just imagine a lion's been thinking he's a house cat for time, and then he finally remembers, man, I'm a lion. You know how angry he's going to be. When all the evidence that he was a lion was there, he had a mane, you know. When he spoke loud, it roared, you know. He had a lion-sized paw, but he just was on the spiritual attack at the time to believe that he was something else. And then it's gonna make sense why people was scared when they seen him in public, why people treat him a certain way, because they know that the lion's dangerous and that the lion's better than them, but the lion's acting like he ain't better than them, so they're gonna take advantage. They're gonna tell the lion, "Shape you know what? You'll look better with your mane shaved, or you should shape it up." When a lion with a shaped up mane looks stupid, just how we really look stupid with a shape up, man. Women might think it looks good enough, but it's really dumb. I haven't had it. I used to have my hair shaped up and I go to the barbers every single week. People don't really care. You don't really notice. No one really cares, man. It's not really when you stop doing it, it's not really a thing to care about, man. Then if you lose your hair, or you had a situation where you used to have hair, all right, get over it, man. You can get over it. Women will think that men are bold or handsome if you change other things about yourself. But guess what? Also, we need to recognize in this world as well, man, that women thinking that you're handsome isn't the be all and end all of everything, man. That comes with a whole bunch of its own problems, man. Especially when the women are adulterous harlots. Genesis chapter 49 and verse 9, Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down. He couched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? Eventually, the lions are going to remember that they're lions, man. Eventually, the Israelites are going to remember that they're Israelites. They're gonna forget all the things that you told them that they were, and it's going to be fixed in the mind, and they're not going to believe. Like when that lion remembers he's a lion, you ain't going to be able to throw a cotton ball at it, and it starts tinkering around a cotton ball and playing with it. You ain't going to be able to pass the lion some Whiskers cat food, and it starts eating that. It's going to be like, I want meat for real. I want some carnivore. I'm on my carnivore thing right here, man. I want to go eat my food a lion way. And that's what happens when you have these people that try to have a circus and they try to play around with the lions, and then the lion remembers, I'm a lion. The lion starts roaring, smacking people's face off their skin, man. Skin off their face, and it. The lion can't be tamed back to being a lion no more, man. It snaps. And it doesn't accept nothing else other than being treated like a lion. Like how the nation of Israel is not going to accept anything else but being treated like an Israelite. You ain't going to be able to treat us like we're black. Very soon, you ain't going to be able to try and treat us like we're black and try and play us dry, undercut us, shortchange us. We ain't going to accept the respect of anything less than being treated like an Israelite, man, from whichever tribe. Very soon, we're not going to accept anything less but then being treated like that. I just wanted to do a video on this, man, because it's something that has been playing on my mind when I consider our nation, and that's what it actually is out here, man. The people that are around us, they know that we're really more than what we believe we are. And that's why they watch us so hard, man. That's why they spy on us all the time. We can't be in public without being watched by them, man. When you think they're not looking at you, when you think they're not watching you and they're just minding their own business, no, they're watching. Oh, they're watching you, man. That's the reason why guys are traveling from all the way from one country to another to try and see what you're doing and to try and be in front of you for real. To try and actually really be in front of you. They could have went on your live and asked you the questions that they wanted to ask from there. But no, they wanted to be in front of you and breathe the same air. They wanted to be in front of you. And then they'll try and gaslight you. Oh, it's not nothing to do with you. Like, people are trying to gaslight us. So you think that everything that's going on in the world now is because of black people, Latinos and Native Americans? Yeah, I do believe that. That's exactly what I believe, man. That's exactly what I believe. That's exactly what I think. But anyway, shalom to the elect, man. Shalom.